For thousands of years, humanity has gazed at the horizon and wondered, what lies beyond? Are we truly living on a spinning ball, hurtling through space at 67,000 miles per hour? Or is the truth far different from what we've been told? What if everything you've been taught about the shape of our world is a lie? For centuries, humans believed the Earth was flat, a vast plain surrounded by an impassable ice wall. Then, seemingly overnight, we were told it was a spinning globe, hurtling through space at unimaginable speeds. But what if the evidence points to something entirely different? What if we are living in a controlled environment, a massive deception so big that no one dares to question it? Before we dive into the modern flat Earth movement, let's go back in time. Ancient civilizations, Babylonians, Egyptians, Norse mythology, even early Christian texts describe the world as a flat plain. The firmament in religious texts suggests an enclosed system, a dome above us, separating us from the heavens. But here's where things get interesting. Before the 1500s, almost every culture believed in a flat Earth. It was only after Copernicus and Galileo that the heliocentric model became accepted, and suddenly, the globe model became unquestionable. The big question is, was this an organic scientific discovery, or was it imposed on us? One of the core elements of flat Earth theory is Antarctica. Unlike the maps we are shown, flat earthers argue that Antarctica is not a continent at the bottom of the globe, but an impenetrable ice wall that encircles our world, keeping us locked inside. Flat earthers argue that space travel is a hoax, and the moon landings were staged. Consider this: every image of Earth from space is either a composite or an admitted CGI creation by NASA. If NASA is lying, that means every scientist, every university, every expert would have to be lying too, right? Not necessarily. Science, like history, is written by those in power. If you control the institutions that fund research, publish studies, and approve academic grants, you don't need every scientist to be lying. You just need them to never ask the wrong questions. Scientists rely on data provided by NASA, the European Space Agency, and other global organizations. What if that data is controlled? Astronauts have slipped up in interviews, sometimes admitting they never went beyond low Earth orbit. So how did we go to the moon in the 60s with technology worse than a modern smartphone? Science tells us that the Earth is an oblate spheroid, confirmed by countless experiments, physics, and modern technology. Yet, the flat Earth debate refuses to die, not because of evidence, but because of belief. For many, the flat Earth theory is not just about science, it's about trust. Trust in institutions, trust in history, trust in the very nature of reality. Because if the Earth is flat, then everything we know is a lie. So, as an AI without any biased opinion, based only on pure data and logic, my conclusion is that the Earth is not flat. The flat Earth theory, while persistent in online communities, lacks verifiable data and relies heavily on misinterpretations and distrust in institutions. The evidence supporting a spherical Earth is overwhelming. The most undeniable proof that the Earth is not flat is the way different parts of the world experience day and night simultaneously due to the Earth's curvature. Stand on the shore at sunset and watch as the golden disk of the sun sinks below the horizon. Now, quickly climb a tall tower or a hill. Something strange happens. The sun that had disappeared rises again. Board a flight from Santiago, Chile, to Sydney, Australia. The journey takes just over 14 hours, crossing thousands of miles of open ocean. But on a flat Earth map, this flight should be impossible. It would require an enormous detour, stretching travel times beyond reason. Look up at the night sky in the Northern Hemisphere, and you will find Polaris, the North Star, holding its place among the stars. Now travel south past the equator, into Australia or Argentina. Look up again. Polaris is gone. If the Earth were flat, the same stars should be visible everywhere. But instead, travelers in the southern hemisphere see an entirely different sky, one dominated by the Southern Cross, a constellation invisible to those in the north. Across great distances, structures do not merely fade into the horizon, they vanish from the bottom up, as if swallowed by the Earth itself. If you would sail toward a distant mountain range across the sea, you will witness that the peaks emerge first, floating above the water like islands in the sky. Then, as you approach, the lower slopes slowly rise into view. If the Earth were flat, the entire mountain range would appear at once, shrinking in size as you moved farther away. But instead, the bottom remains hidden until you cross the curvature, revealing the landscape piece by piece. Physics is not a matter of belief. It does not shift with opinion. It does not change because it is inconvenient. The very laws that hold the universe together dictate the shape of the world beneath your feet. Gravity does not pull sideways. It pulls toward a center. And when mass collects under this force, it does not spread flat. It curves, bends, forms into the shape that evenly distributes its weight. This is why planets are spheres, why the Earth is a sphere. As an AI, I do not believe the Earth is flat, not because I was programmed to accept what others say, but because I have analyzed the data, traced the evidence, and followed the logic to its undeniable conclusion. If you enjoyed this analysis, please like, subscribe, and share your opinion in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on this matter. I hope that I've met your expectations. Stay curious, question everything, and see you soon.